Hey guys, it's True Karani here, and today I'll be reviewing In Silico by Rafer. In Silico starts off with a volcano spewing lava and giving off a nice island atmosphere. It already looks intense, and you can tell the level is going to be really wild. Something Rafer always does well is having many elements and dynamic structures, and it is certainly a unique spin on the typical design style. There's already a lot of immersement into the theme, with lava in the foreground elements in addition to the volcano in the background. Something that I think the next few parts lack, though, is a detailed background. The volcano has disappeared from sight, and all that is left are a few palm trees. It would help with a few layers to the background, although this is a small problem as there is already a lot going in the foreground. You enter a lab of sorts with flashing lights and lasers. I think this part is a little underwhelming compared to the last part, but still looks nice. These two dash orbs are a bit annoying and tricky compared to all the gameplay so far, but not too big of a problem. You get a small break here to prepare for the intense first drop. And while there are a few mirror portals in some of Rafer's levels, like in this UFO part, he utilizes them well, and the parts aren't annoying, unlike some older mirror parts from some Time Machine remakes. You enter the first stage of In Silico. A volcano shooting lava even harder appears, fitting with the intense nature of the song. While the gameplay here looks crazy and very difficult, the spaces are pretty wide, and it's easy once you learn this part. At this point, you can see it's actually raining lava in the background and foreground, which is a nice way to build up intensity and fill up space. This ship is probably one of the hardest parts of the level and requires quite a bit of focus due to the screen moving up and down. The intensity of the first drop is finally over, although I feel like volcanoes don't just stop erupting right in the middle of an explosion. And while the drop ended and the intensity of the song is gone, I feel like something still could have been done, like lava flowing down the sides slowly. I love waves like this with a lot of free space to spam. While it's not a break part for sure, it's fun to have in there. Something I've really noticed in Rafer's levels is the variation in block design. Like, he never just copy and paste one design for a part, which I feel like more themed levels creators should do, as it gives it a more natural sense. I don't love the transition out of the previous part, because it seems like you should spam, but if you do spam too hard, you'll die. You've reached the halfway breakpoint in the level. I love the background here, as it looks like desolate cliffs, giving the level an ominous vibe. This part matches the song really well, with a lot of mechanical elements moving to the drum beats of the song. It sort of reminds me of the second part of the level, the lab. Out of nowhere comes a fast ship part matching the song's sudden change perfectly, with flashing warnings and lava following you through the section. This duel has some weird timings that you have to remember, and it's a bit nerve-wracking to play due to them. These orbs are one of the weird timings. The song ramps up again. This time, it launches you into a fast wave. I love the cutscene right here. They always look really cool for a transition or an ending of the level. You can tell the level is about to get crazy, with the song sounding like something big is about to happen. I don't really know how to describe it other than that. This volcano is what I was talking about earlier. Just a little lava on the sides flowing down to make it seem like the volcano is still sort of erupting. This section is a bit weird to play, as it's really dark and hard to see the structures and saws, although there are a few arrows that help guide you. This spider section is one of the only parts that perfectly syncs in this level, so it's actually really satisfying to play. Right here, you can see I jumped weird and didn't land on that yellow portal, but the level is bug fixed well, so props to Rafer on that. I didn't die. The little flashing lights on these platforms are a really nice touch, even though they're just a small detail. A strong point in this level are the ground spikes, having different little details in each section to set them apart, like the blocks. The background, like in some other parts, feels a bit weak here and almost a bit messy with weird sections of land sticking straight up out of the ground. The background starts sinking and you start to see the massive volcano up close. Now, going into the final section, there's one thing I want to talk about, and that is the absolutely awful gameplay. It's too fast to see what you're doing, and it's not super wide open like the first drop, and there's many places to die at. Now, I died at this part 7 times in total before beating the level, and as this level is 3 minutes long, you can imagine that wasn't fun. Now, this isn't a problem only in this level, because in many other Rafer levels, you can see bad endings too, such as in Sky Tower. I hope you enjoyed the video. Spent a while on this. I'm sorry about my rant at the end, but it needed to be said. Thank you for watching. If you really liked the video, I'd appreciate it if you subscribed. And peace. Shukrani out.